Well, hello, hello, hello. How's everybody? Good afternoon. Well, good evening. Good evening, and welcome to Midlife Marriage Magic with Deborah Austin. And that's me. I am a life coach, and I am here with you today. If you are here because you saw my invitation, welcome, welcome. Come on in. We're going to be talking today a little bit about some limiting beliefs and things that keep you from becoming your best you. So I'm going to check and see. I want to connect to one other place. Give me 1 second. And hopefully this is going to work. I don't know. Real quickly, then we're going to move on. I can already tell I'm going to have to put this hair up. All right, let's see. Come on, come on. My computer is running a little bit slowly right now. Hopefully we will be all right, but I'm going to go ahead. And actually what I'm doing for those of you who are not in my If it does, then I will know that I'm still live. If it does, okay, then I will know that I'm still live. All right, so we are still live. Okay, all right, we're going to go ahead and go with this. I want to enlarge this a little bit so I can see it, but we're going to keep it moving. Okay, so again, welcome to Midlife Marriage Magic. Today, we are going to be talking about unlocking your potential and overcoming limiting beliefs. And specifically, we're going to be looking at that for Black women in midlife. So, we're going to be identifying your limiting beliefs and helping you to get over them. So, and I want to change how this looks. It may or may not do better. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I think I like that better. I just don't like where I am right here, and I don't know if I can change that. Okay, well, we'll see if that ends up being a problem. Okay. So, again, we are today looking at unlocking your potential and getting beyond some limiting beliefs for Black women at midlife. So, this is what we're going to be looking at. Identifying limiting beliefs. In order to unlock them, you have to be able to identify them and know what they are and know what to do with them. So some of them are going to be related to detoxifying relationships, ditching energy zappers, letting go, and then ultimately exploring life. Now, I am going to be sharing with you, and you guys, I apologize, the way that the PowerPoint looks to you is not how it looked to me when I was finishing it. So I don't know if it was because I had enlarged my screen or not, but I'm going to change it. Hi, Elisha. Thank you for watching. I hope this is going along all right. I'm going to turn this down. There we go. Okay. All right. So this is what we're going to be looking at. So what is our topic today? We're going to be looking at limiting beliefs and how they are going to impact your life. And I already shared with you that what we're going to cover. So we're going to be looking at identifying the limiting beliefs, which once you identify them, you will probably find that they are related to these things: detoxifying relationships, ditching energy zappers, things that drain your energy, letting go of things that are keeping you weighed down, and then exploring life, moving on. So today I want to encourage you, because a part of what I do as a midlife life coach is to help women, the Black women that I serve, to have a better life. And as a part of that, I want to share with you my free download, which is 25 ways to put. I'm trying to see. I'm sorry, it's throwing me off. I apologize because this looks bad. But anyway, 25 ways to have put happiness and joy in your life. And as a part of what I do, this here will provide you with, like I said, 25 different ways. So in order to help you with that, I am providing this as a free download for you. Now, when you go into the description of the video, then you'll be able to select it from there and download it from there. So I don't know why this looks like this. I hope it looks okay for you. Let me see if I can see how it looks on my. No, it looks the same, which I can see. I'm going to have to make some changes, but here we are. So we're going to keep it moving. All right. So who am I? Again, my name is Deborah Austin. I am a transformational midlife life coach and marriage strategist. I empower Black women to discover their truth and thrive at the midlife stage of life and marriage. I empower my clients to take full control of their lives, to take inspired action so that they are able to create the lives and the marriages that they have always dreamed of. And so I provide you with different ways of doing that. And one of the things that we look at is breaking through limiting beliefs. So this is a picture of me and my husband. We just celebrated in August, we celebrated our 40th wedding anniversary. And so this is just, let you know I'm not just somebody who just happened to find a topic and talk about it. I've lived this life and I want you, if that's what you would like to do, to live it as well. So I come here to share my expertise, and it is my hope that you will gain what you need from here in order to do the things that you would like to do in for your life and for your marriage. Okay. So again, this is what we're going to be looking at. We are going to be looking at um, unblocking potential. I can't see on my screen. I don't know what that is. Okay. Okay. Um, but we're going to be looking at unblocking your potential and being able to get beyond your limiting beliefs, especially if you are a Black woman at the midlife stage of life. So, again, we're going to identify limiting beliefs, and those limiting beliefs are generally going to be related to these areas: detoxifying relationships, ditching energy zappers, which are things that are going to keep you from doing what you need to do. Letting go. We sometimes hold on to things. Thank you. Thank you on the congratulations of 40 years of marriage. It has been a ride. It has, but you know how we do. But we have sustained, and yes, here we are. So thank you for that. But also, we're going to be looking at exploring life. So it is my hope that by the time I get to the end, that you have gotten what you need in order to be successful when you are working on your life. So thinking about identifying limiting beliefs. So what are they? If you have any idea, let me know if you know what a limiting belief is. Now, I've actually got it up here on the screen, but in case, and it's actually just what it says. It is something that it's a belief that you have that holds you in some way. It limits you. It may have to do with you. It might be a belief that you have about yourself, a belief about your interactions within the world, also maybe your interactions with other people that are in your life. So limiting beliefs are frequently formed. They begin as we are young, when we are young people, and it impacts how you see the world and what you think that you can do. So some of limiting beliefs that you might have is: I'm not smart enough. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough experience. I'm not good enough. I'll never lose enough weight. I don't have enough money. I'll never be successful. I lack enough confidence. I'm not talented enough. All of these are limiting beliefs that we may have about ourselves. Some of us, a lot of us have, just based on the fact that we are women. I am a woman, so I can't, whatever that thing might be. And as we are continuing to look at what some of those limiting beliefs are, we also get them as we grow. So you may be thinking, I'm a Black woman, so I can, or this is restricted to me. I don't have the opportunity to do this, that, or the other because I am a Black woman. Or I am a Black woman at midlife, which puts an even larger magnifying glass, so to speak, on the cans and the cannots of life. So if you are a Black woman at the midlife stage of life, and I look at that as, 40 plus, then what are some of the things that are holding you back as a midlife woman, a black with midlife, black woman at the midlife stage of life? So if you have anything that you can think of right now, go ahead and put that in the chat for me. Anybody? And I do have some that I've written down that I do want to share with you. But I also want, see what other people might have. And I want to take this moment to welcome those of you that are here that may be watching the replay so that you're watching in the future. Hello, thank you for watching. And I hope that all is wonderful in the future life that you are living. And welcome to my weekly show. My name is Deborah Austin. I am a midlife life coach. I empower Black women to discover their truth and thrive at the midlife stage of life and marriage. And right now, I am focused on helping the women that I work with to discover themselves at this stage. Love yourself at midlife and beyond. And in order to do that, we have to get beyond some of the limiting beliefs that we might have. So some things that I thought of that we may encounter as a Black woman at the midlife stage of life are things like, as we get older, many of us parents are still living, and we see ourselves as caretakers, that we're always going to have to do that. So your limiting beliefs will have you looking at life in a certain way, even as it transitions. Because most of us, if you're at the midlife stage or beyond, most of us have raised children. If you had children, you were focused on many things that may not have been you. If you were married, you may have been focused on a spouse. If you if you have a career, you may have been focused on that. You may have been going to school. So all of these are things that we may have put before seeing about ourselves. So we have, I'm going to put this comment up. Uh-oh, what happened to it? Oh, there it goes. Alicia says she has several limiting beliefs, but the one that's most impacting her right now is that she's boring on camera. Well, let me tell you something about that. All you have is you. So if you're going to do it, you're going to do it. If you're not, you're not. And who's going to tell you you're boring? Well, I don't know. We live in this internet age. People feel free to, type and not speak up. But what I would say about that is just go ahead and do it. It's plenty of boring people that are on the internet all day, every day. So don't let that keep you from doing that. Now, we are actually looking at how would you, if that was your limiting belief. Alicia says she has a limiting belief that she's boring on camera. Well, in order to dispel it, or to prove that it's not true, or prove that maybe it is true. And if it is true, then you can address that and make changes to that. But it also may not be true, but you won't know until you are on camera to try it. So let me know what you think about that. But I feel as if in order to make that progress, you got to do the thing that you don't want to do. And in all sincerity, that's what limiting beliefs do. They keep you in your comfort zone, and you are like, I don't want to do that. And a lot of times you don't. You may say you want to do something, but if you don't put the action behind it to show that you want to do it, then a part of you says you really don't want to do it. So we're gonna go on, and let's look at what I have here for you, and that is actually what I just shared. You have the keys to unlock your potential. You're the only one that can do it. That was one of the things that I used to have as an affirmation for myself when I was journaling, which I need to get back to. But yes, I have been journaling and in thinking about the things that I would say that I wanted to do, but I wasn't necessarily doing them. Of course, I had the realization no one can do it but me. I'm the one that's going to have to do it. So you are the only one who has the keys to unlock your potential. And Alicia has made another comment: success is on the other side of fear, and I'm pushing past my camera fear. Absolutely. Absolutely. You can't get to it if you don't go through it. You got to push through. And I'm glad to know that that is your plan, that you are going to push through it. And I'm going to take this opportunity to talk about that, in that as a life coach, that is actually what I would do. So when she says that she wanted to push through, if she were my client, I would ask her to share with me what her plan was for doing that. And then I hold her accountable. And if she doesn't do it, then we figure out, we go through, we have talks about why she didn't do it. Or if she did do it, then we celebrate the success, look at what else she may want to do, and go forward with that. Because a lot of people are not familiar with what life coaches do or how that stuff works. So I thought I would share that with you, just to, give you a better idea of how that would work if you have a life coach. Okay, so we know that you are the one that has the keys to changing your life and unlocking your potential. And in looking at these limiting beliefs, most of them come from a place of fear. Now, I had this in this presentation before Alicia made her comment. And that's exactly this. It is exactly right. It's on the other side of fear. So, what is our goal? We want to learn how to identify them and combat them so they don't keep you from doing what you want to do. A lot of times we want to stay in our comfort zones and that's it. We're good there. But in our mind, we keep thinking about that, all that other stuff that we want to do, but we don't make a move to do it. So limiting beliefs can be removed, they can be changed. They ultimately are trying to keep you safe. You know how your subconscious wants to keep you safe. That's really a lot of what it's for. But we don't want to be safe in that way, and to where that we never ever do anything. So in the end, if you don't move beyond your limiting beliefs, they will prevent you from empowering yourself and from living your best life, which we all want that. Everybody talks about that, but we want to do it. So, limiting we want to identify your limiting beliefs and get over them. Okay, so how do we do that? All right. Unlocking your potential of overcoming your limiting beliefs, you have the power to break free and create the life that you truly deserve. And I don't want you to forget that. Your limiting beliefs will go away through the work that you do. All right, so if we look at the first one, overcoming limiting beliefs, again, remember I shared with you a little earlier that they may fall into some categories or be related to certain things. So we want to look at detoxifying relationships, getting rid of, ditching energy zappers, letting go of some things that we need to let go of, and then exploring life. So looking at detoxifying relationships, it has been said by success experts that who we spend our time with is a key influence on our happiness and whether we succeed or fail. And experience shows that happy, successful people spend most of their time with other people who are happy. So think about this. Who are you spending your time with? I'm going to give you a minute to think about that while I take a sip. So those of you who are planning to be online, because I know that a lot of times coaches attract other coaches. If you are going to be talking, you want to have you something to drink. I have, this is my favorite cup, y'all. And I have my little, I forgot the word for it. Somebody can tell me. But you put loose leaf tea in here, but I actually have ginger. Mm, that's so good. Okay. Um, yes. Elisha just shared. She said, I heard that you're successful as the 5 people you spend the most time with. That is exactly right. So I want you to think about, you guys, I have to apologize. I promise you, my PowerPoint did not look like this. It's all on top of each other and everything, but I can't do anything about it right now. But yeah, I'm not sure why it's looking like that. But I appreciate you all for um, hanging in here with me. Okay, so if we think about that, who are you spending your time with? And I want you to take action on that after you think about it. Now, I will share with you that if we were in my coaching program, I have a coaching program that is called Loving Yourself at Midlife and Beyond. And you would be in a group, it's a group coaching program, and you would be with other women and have an opportunity to, interact. But that would where we would go into the things that we're talking about today way more in depth than we are talking about them now. So I just wanted to, kind of put that out there, let you know, have you thinking about it in the back of your mind about how we would, a lot of times when you are doing some self work, some inner work, it's helpful if you are able to bounce some things off on other people. And that's what I like about the group coaching programs. It gives everybody a chance to have ideas from other people and just hear what other people are experiencing. A lot of times we grow because we have interacted with someone else who was experiencing the same thing that we are. So I want to encourage you to let me know if you're interested in the program. Okay, so when you think about who you are spending the most time with, you want to do a couple of things. This is the take action. So I'm gonna put on my coaching hat that I really always wear. But when you are thinking about what you want to do, you have to take action on it. Thinking about it all day long. Well, let's say, for example, you recognize that you need to, that you spend time with people who are not inspiring you and they are actually pulling you down. Then you want to do like Elisha said. She says that she is in the process of auditing her circle. What a lovely way to say that. But yes, now does it mean you kicking people to the curb? No, not necessarily. Now, if that's what you want to do, who am I? But I would say that, you may just deal with them differently and not spend as much time with them, especially if you notice that they don't inspire you. You may or may not have even have anything in common with them anymore. But, also, a lot of times these people are family and they're going to be there. So you just determine a different way to deal with them. So if we were in a group coaching program, we could have conversation around what does that look like, because it's going to look different for different people, right? But what this lady over here says might work for you, and it might be something that you hadn't thought about. So in detoxifying your relationships, you want to look at who you're spending your time with. And then once you determine that, you want to take the action and look at them and how are they inspiring you or are they pulling you down? And give that some thought. Okay. So the next one that we're going to look at is your energy zappers. So energy zappers are generally something that you are putting up with or allowing in your life, and if it might be work, but that is limiting your ability to do things. And it may actually be physical limitation, like let's say you recognize that you got some hoardish tendencies. You're a hoarder, you buy things a lot, or we won't take it all the way to the extreme of being a hoarder, but you find that you shop a lot, and that's not good for you in a lot of ways. You've determined that you're spending too much money. You determine that you're buying things and you're not even using them. So whatever reason that you have that it's zapping your energy. It may be that your house needs to be clean and you feel it and you want to clean your house, but because there are other things that are zapping your energy, you don't have the energy that you need when you get home to even clean your house. So some of us are putting up with things or dealing with things that are at our places of employment, or again, it might be a relationship that you have with someone else. And oh, now this, and I'm sorry I didn't read this a minute ago. And actually, it relates to this as well. I'm going to share Alicia's comment. And if there's anybody else that has come in, if you are watching, I would love for you to share. Let me know that you're here. Give me, tell me where you're watching me from and all that kind of stuff. And also, if you have not liked, shared, or comment, do all those things that are going to help a new entrepreneur get a few more people to take a look at what I'm doing. But Alicia said, some folks are getting kicked to the curb while others will have scheduled times to spend with me on my terms. I love that. So I Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. All right. I think we're back. Sorry about that, you guys. I had some internet issues. It cut off and we're back. So, all right. Okay. So I think we're back. And I believe, oh, I got to pull my presentation in. Hold on one second. Oh, there it is. Okay, we are back. We are back. I'm trying to get my presentation back in. There it is. Okay. All right. Let me get to the slide that I was on. Okay. Ditching energy zappers is where we are. All right. Hopefully, you all are still with me. If not, I apologize. And y'all just come back when you can. Catch the replay. All right. Okay. So, looking at what energy zappers might be, they can be a little bit of anything, in all honesty, but we are frequently looking at things that are, like I said, they may take your physical energy, but they also it may not be, it may be a like a mental block that you have against, which is a limiting belief. So you want to think about what some of those things are. Oh, I'm sorry, excuse me. And I want to actually share with you a couple of things that fall into the category of being energy zappers. And like I said, it can be physical, just like your house just needing to be clean. And so the issue there is you might have a mental block because you know it's something that you need to do, but as it's your belief that you'll ever get the house done or clean is limited because you feel like there's too much other things going on that are whatever your reasonings are. You might have some situations that are energy zappers dealing with other people's behaviors or crossed boundaries and you didn't say anything. And so that's bothering you in the back of your mind. What is it that is zapping your energy? It can be, actual physical things. You may have a lot of unfinished things in your house. You like to put puzzles together, but you start a new puzzle before you finish an old puzzle. You got unfinished puzzles everywhere. So when you look at what different things, so as you can see, energy zappers fall into a lot of different categories. There are a lot of things that could qualify as energy zappers. Your eating habits, being undecided. A lot of those things it weighs on you, it drains you. It drains you of your energy. And so we frequently would not do anything about that. So for our action that we're going to take regarding our energy zappers, we want to pick one action, just one, and do it right away. You want to try to do it in the next day or two and make a change. So whatever that thing is that's been zapping your energy, address it and see how you feel. Okay? So oops, we've looked at detoxifying relationships, and we've looked at ditching energy zappers. And now we're going to look at letting go. So I want to share with you a little story. If I can find it, if I did not put it somewhere that I don't see it. It's actually just a very good example of how we hold on to things. And that's what the letting go exercise that I'm going to share with you is about. So I'm going to read you this little anecdote, and I think it will help to make give this a bit of a visual. So it says two Buddhist monks returned to their monastery after the rains. They reach a swollen river, and in front of them is a beautiful woman in a delicate silk kimono, distressed because she's unable to cross the river by herself. The older monk scoops her up, carries her safely to the other side, and the two monks continue on their way in silence. Later, as the monks reach their destination, the younger monk, having fumed for the last 5 hours, finally bursts out, "How could you do it? We are not allowed to touch a woman." The older monk, surprised, replied, "I put her down 5 hours ago, but you are still carrying her with you." Now, that is an excellent example of how we frequently hold on to things that really don't impact us. They didn't have anything to do with us. The younger monk was upset because the older monk had carried the lady. It was done. There was nothing he could do about it. So why carry that anger? It's similar to taking poison and expecting somebody else to die, or it's just how we just won't let go. We just won't let go. The irony of that is generally whatever you're holding on to is probably not bothering the other person as much as it's bothering you. So a lot of times we feel angry, we feel hurt about something, and you just hang on to it. You just don't enjoy life. But that is what keeps you from enjoying life. So think about it. Is there something that you need to let go of? Sometimes there's a benefit to holding on to things that we should let go of. So, for example, maybe you were in a relationship and there were some things that went on, and you feel like the other person was wrong, but you don't acknowledge your part in it. We realize that there's two sides to every story, and relationships involve two people. So there's going to be give and take, and generally whenever there's a situation, both parties have had some impact. It's not really just been one. And sometimes people will hold on to things and not let go of it because it allows them to not be accountable for their part. They don't have to face that. So that keeps them from looking at that. So that is how some people, quote unquote, benefit from holding on to it. So if you think about it, imagine just letting it go, just dropping it. How do you think that would feel? I think that would be a really, really much better feeling than holding on to things. Okay. I was trying. Oh, that's it. There it is. Okay. I think that looks better. All right. As far as me being in the way. Okay. So now we are going to look at exploring life. Now, that is another way to overcome your limiting beliefs. And why is exploring life? Why would that be? Because your eyes are open to things that maybe you've never seen before. Now, I have pictures of me on there. The top picture, and I'm going to get myself out of the picture altogether right here. The bottom left picture with me in the hammock. I went on a girls' trip with some ladies, and we had a wonderful time. These are women that I have met after my husband and I moved from the United States, and we now live in South America. And we took action. We are exploring life. Now, I didn't know about Manta 2.5 years ago, I would say. Maybe 2 years ago. May not have been 2.5 years ago. But I didn't know anything about it, but I found out about it. And once I heard about it, I was like, maybe we can do that. And we did. And so we're here. And so I say that I've shared these things to let you see that it is possible, but you have to explore in order to get beyond. I'm going to always live here, or I've always lived in this house. I'm not going anywhere. I'm too old to move anywhere. Yes, my kids have gone off to college and I'm an empty nester, but this is where I raised my kids and we can't leave. That's a limiting belief. You can leave if you want to leave. Now, what you do with the house, there's a lot of options. You could rent it, you could sell it, maybe the kids want, deal with that. But give yourself the opportunity to explore. Explore life by not being tied to that house. That's just one quick example. But we have explored life. That picture of my husband and I in the middle, or my husband and me, we were whale watching. Yes, you heard that right. We went whale watching. We were in a boat. I think there were like a total of 12 people, not including the two men who were handling the boat. We were out in the Pacific Ocean. Yes, I mean the whales came so close, and the boat was not big. And I can't believe I actually did it twice. But anyway, if you want to find out about my whale watching, send me a message, let me know. But I'm exploring life. Yes, I raised my children in one house. We moved out of that house, we didn't get stuck. And I don't want you to be stuck. I don't want you to feel stuck, because you don't have to. If you want to explore life, you got to do what? Take action. And that action might not be to move abroad, but that action might be to determine when can you retire. That action may be changing the job that you've been at for a long time and doing something that you want to do more so than what you've been used to and what you're doing. Give yourself opportunities to try new things. And so that is what the exploring life part is, of unlocking your potential. Remember, I told you, you are the one who holds the key. You have to be the one to take the action. So you have to be the one to decide that you want to explore life. Now, again, I told you I am here to help. So I have a free download. It is 25 ways to have to fill your life with happiness and joy. 25 ways to fill your life with happiness and joy. And I have the link here, but of course you can't click on the link that's on the screen, but you can click on the link that is in the description. And so I want to help you to have a better life. As I said, my signature program that I'm offering, that I will be offering, it's not open yet, but it's loving yourself at midlife and beyond. And some of the things that are included in the 25 ways are very simple. It doesn't mean that it's got to cost money, but it does mean that you have to give yourself the time for you. And so I want to reiterate that this is your life, this is your opportunity, unlocking the potential that you have in your life. You have to overcome your limiting beliefs, whatever those limiting beliefs are for you. And as you decide, when you figure out what they are, they will become more present to you and you'll work on them. You just will, because you've discovered them. A lot of times we don't even know that they're there. And so once you discover them, you can begin to work on them and get beyond them so that they are not holding you back and keeping you in your comfort zone so that you don't step out. So, final thoughts. We began our conversation about unlocking potential. We are unlimited in what we can accomplish if we put in the time and the effort. And so I want to encourage you to let me know that you got something from here. I hope I'm making sense to you. I hope that what you have heard from me today is going to help you in your life. And I want to encourage you to reach out to me. And so I am um, providing you with, as I said, 25 ways to fill your life with happiness and joy. It's a free download, and you can pick one or two a day, or even, go a little slower, do one thing a week, but do something. Do something. And I want to thank you for joining me, even including with the internet outages and all the things that with my PowerPoint not looking right, just, life happening. But I'm grateful for you for staying to the end. And I would love for you to let me know what you thought about, if there was one or two things here that really touched you, that made you stop and think. Let me know what those are in the comments. And if you made it all the way to the end, give me 3 keys. Give me 3 key icons so that I know that you did watch it, and that you know that you are the one that has the key to unlocking your potential. So thank you for joining me today for my weekly show, Midlife Marriage Magic. I am going to be coming to you at this new time, which is 7 p.m. Eastern. And let me know what you think about that as well. This is my first time being here at 7. I was previously doing the show at 4, but it kind of seemed to interrupt the day. So I thought maybe if I move it to 7 on a Sunday, everybody is winding down and you'd be able just to sit back and engage and watch and give me your thoughts and join me. So hopefully that will work out, and I will see you next week at 7 for Midlife Marriage Magic with me, Deborah Austin. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.